right, man, let's talk about James Wiseman. Not even the Twin Tower talk. Wiseman, he getting like 10 rebounds, 16 points, double-double in Summer League. I think he had a double-double in both games. You know, check out the Detroit Piston Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. But I really don't see this. What was the number 1 pick, number 2 or 3 pick, or something like that? I haven't seen that type of potential. You know, and not to say he can't hang around the league, but you know, from how they hyped him up in Memphis and all that, you know, kind of comparing him since he left-handed to Chris Bosh, and maybe he ain't got his feet all the way wet in the league yet. He ain't played that many games. But I really don't like see. I see a really solid, good player that can hang around the league for a while, but I don't really see an all-star caliber type player in James Wiseman. And how you see with Duren looks the part. You know, when you talking about athletically, laterally, you know, even him handling the ball better, he looks to be the better player right now. And I understand Wiseman's probably, you know, finally getting a taste of playing basketball at a consistent level. He's steady though. He's steady. Like, he seemed like a guy that probably can get you 20 and 10 every night. And you know, people say, "Oh, that's an all-star level." Yeah, but kind of what I'm saying, it don't seem like he top 3 or 4 or 5 pick, you know, like talent. Like, he don't have that elite talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't look like he has the elite, you know, physical, you know, some of the elite things you look for in a player. And I think it might be too early to tell. Maybe him clashing with Duren a little bit, want to do the same thing. But to me, I see a really good basketball player. He can block shots. He a good athlete. But I don't really see special is what I'm trying to say. When I watch him play, I'm not like mesmerized about how special special. I don't see what they was hyping him up to be when he was in college. And with Jalen Duren, you can see it. He's a physical specimen. He got a man body. You know, you see the athleticism. You see his straight line. And like I said, Wiseman is solid. He a really good athlete. He can run the floor. He can pass. The jump shot, maybe it'll come, maybe it won't. But I'm not sure if that was worth giving up Saddiq Bey for. You know, I'm not impressed, but I just, my thinking once he got the ball rolling was that he was going to be a little bit more than what, or a lot more than what he shown, even going into last season, going into this season. You know, I was expecting a lot more from what we heard about him in high school in Memphis and all that, and, you know, this, that, and the third. So, but you know, and it's not a disappointment. Don't take this as a disappointment. Like, oh, he's a disappointment. No. Like I said, I think he could be a 2010 guy in this league in most years if he can stay healthy. He can play. He got a knack for rebounding and all that type of stuff. But I was just expecting more, and maybe more is to come if he, you know, Philly get healthy, fully get his feet wet, you know, and get into a rhythm and get into a role in which he can grow in that role. Then yeah, I could definitely see him setting himself apart in this league. So, but you know, I guess in a way, excuse me, it was really worth the risk for the Pistons. Because what did you really give up to get him? I mean, you was gonna move on from Saddiq Bey regardless, so you didn't give up. You know, you didn't give up too much to get him. So, but I don't like with the Twin Towers thing, and I'm not gonna get deep into it because I'll talk about it another day, another time. See kind of how it continues to manifest. But I don't see him as this top talent where you've got to find a way to make the Twin Tower thing work with him and Jalen Duren. I don't really see him like being that type of upper echelon talent where you say, oh, you know what? He's a phenomenal talent. We just got to find a way to make this shit work because it's talent. I don't see that. I think he's gonna be a good rotational starter in the league. That's why I think he's gonna be a really good rotational player in the league, or starter in the league. Excuse me, bare minimum rotational player. But I don't really see. I was expecting more, and like I said, maybe more is to come. But he's nice. Now, if we didn't have a center already in Duren, and then I'm like, yeah, I can see that. But no way, no how do you give up on Duren, or give any of Duren's solidified minutes to James Wiseman if it don't work them two playing together. I just don't believe that should be the case. But the summer league is when you're trying out new things, when you're trying to work on things that you've been working on in the off season and see how it go. Or you're just trying to make a roster, trying to make it to training camp. So, hopefully in Wiseman and Duren case, they don't play together and it becomes a competition. Hopefully it's iron sharper than iron. But when I look at both of them for face card value, just looking at them, Jalen Duren looks the part. And when I look at James Wiseman, solid player, good player, but he doesn't have the flash, or don't seem the physical ability or the potential that Jalen Duren has. And that's just my honest assessment of the situation. You got a blue chipper athlete, you got a really good athlete. And right now, Jalen Duren is the blue chipper. Especially if he adding that mid-range jump shot, he continue to work on his post game. The Pistons might have something truly, truly special. A lot of teams might have passed up on something special. But hey, check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.